Guys, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for you guys that are just joining in. You want to watch the beginning of this video. What ended up happening, the internet went out. I was trying to say that I saw a block. What I was saying is this block right here. I closed my eyes one day and seen this block in my inventory, and I said when I saw that something major was going to happen, right? And then the internet went out. Then the internet went out. Maybe that was the major thing that happened. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Mr. Low-Key, when will you be playing Fortnite? I don't know. I don't know. One day. One day. That's wild, Mr. Low-Key. Internet just went out, dude. Internet just went out and then you show back up. I don't know. Mr. Low-Key, I'll tell you what. I need to do Fortnite tonight. I just feel like I need to make sure to re-like the stream, guys. You guys that are joining on this stream. If you didn't see the video before this, kind of tell you what was going on. We was getting the things we need to build this XP for him. That happens in life. We try to tell somebody something. They just don't get it, right? What I want to tell you is, Mr. Low-Key, you have showed up multiple times when you don't even like Fortnite, or don't even like this particular game. But you just keep coming back. You want me to play Fortnite because, I think that you like me. And I like you too, buddy. And Jesus loves you, And I think that being said, let me make sure everything's right, the sound. Then what I'll do is, if you want to off stream tonight, if you'll send me an invite. Let's see, for me it's 4 p.m. I don't know what time it is for you, but we'll say 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You'll send me an invite. We'll play a few games. We'll get a few games going tonight. Because I need to play it. I just ain't found the time to play it. Because I really look at that we got. Because I really need to get on it. I want to move away from Fortnite, and because Fortnite brings a lot of people down. It really does. It seems to bring despair amongst people, and you know what I'm talking about, right, Mr. Low-Key? It's like everybody seems to have a bad time. It's like, think of the times that you and your wife or girlfriend been sitting there playing and got upset because something happened, kind of blamed each other for whatever happened on there. And it's not just that, buddy. It's just things about that game seem to bring people down. It really does. But I will play it with you, and because I did spend money on the Battle Pass. And we're not playing a regular game. It's 1 p.m. for you. So you're in California. You're in a place that a lot of people seem to think that God's left, But God don't leave. It seems a lot of people around here seem to think that California's a rough place. It is. It's so far away it's so far into itself. It's scary sometimes if we think about it. But yeah, I believe in Jesus. I believe that we'll do something, right? We'll do something today. So I wish I had some scaffolding, but we got the tools we need when we need them. Right, so let's see. We go from this piston block. We go 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Now, guys, I thought I had the sand with me. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I was needing to leave. Right, and go get some sand because I didn't bring the sand. And look at that. What are the odds that every block matched up to what it needed to be at the time it needed to be that way in order for me to get out to go get that sand? What are the odds? Is that just a coincidence that happens? You know, because that seems to be the thing that we talk about a lot, right? Oh, that was just coincidence. That was just a coincidence. Oh, that's not God. That's coincidence. Yeah. Seems to be the theme of our lives right now, ain't it? You know. But yeah, if it's 1 for you, it's 4 for me. That's a 3-hour difference. So 7 o'clock my time would be what's your time? Would be 4 o'clock your time, maybe? Or 8 o'clock? We don't know. We don't know. We live in Washington. Washington's that same, well, I always call it California time zone. It's a 3-hour difference. Washington's right next to California, right? It's right up there near it. It's basically when the sun touches the earth. Oh, look at that. Look at that hiding right there. Look at that. It's hiding, lurking. We're going to chop his toes off. Today I was praying. I felt like the devil was hiding in my feet. He's at my feet hiding and it just needed to be stomped out. But that little bit didn't want to give up. That little bit of evil inside me didn't want to give up. And this reminds me of that. We just stomp it out. Stomp the devil out. Right? Whenever you think you got the devil in you or evil in your life, you just stomp your feet. Like you're stomping his head, you know? That's what you need to do. Just stomp your feet. Stomp him out. Stomp him. We're gonna kill you, buddy. We're gonna kill you. We need a raid. We need some Totem of Undyings. See, we gotta get their wayward sons eventually. Where's them other pillagers at? Right there they are. You see them hiding? We ain't got a shield on the banner now. No, we need the guy with the flag, the banner. We'll build us sword and stuff here in a minute. What we got going on here? We got this old rotten flesh. The flesh is rotten. The flesh is rotten. Where is the last guy? There's 2 of them. Where the 3 would be? The 3rd one's hiding, guys. The 3rd one's hiding. He'd be hiding in the dark somewhere. If we kill that last one, we'll spark a... The stream keeps cutting out. Alright, there it is. So, Mr. Low-Key, you asked me the other day about the Totem of Undying. And if I would have found that guy immediately, I'd have never told you about this. The Totem of Undying is when you get a raid, when a raid happens. Those little pillagers there that come by, well, there's one more with the banner. When you kill that guy with that banner, when it considers your property or your thing a village, then a raid comes. Because you killed, basically you stomped out the evil. And then the first war that happened, they talked about this in church the other day. So basically you got rid of the evil, right? But evil, when you destroy evil in a sense in the first way, then it comes back super, super strong. And we're going to leave that there. That's wild. And so basically when you kill them little pillagers, right, they tend to come back with an army. But as long as God's on your side and you've got God with you, you'll stomp that army out. Because Heaven's Warriors, look at that, sharpness 5, that's all I'm going to need. Because Heaven's Warriors will... Listen, the reason I'm lacking on what I'm saying right now is because I was in church this Sunday, and it was talking about this battle that happened, right? About this battle, how these people came, I can't remember the name exactly, but these people came up to destroy this kingdom. And now they didn't have the people to kill them. Like they didn't have the army to defeat them. They were surely going to die, but God showed in the people, that the army that come to kill them, God's army, they could hear them. they could hear God's army, and it put a fear in them that they took off running. Well, then they went back to the kingdom, and then there's like those people, they sent an army so mighty that would destroy their army. But they didn't know it was God telling them this. They thought it was another army going against them. You know, and that sparked that thought when I seen those little pillagers, and I couldn't find the last one. And there's like, then a raid happens. Because sometimes we have bad things happen, right? Or we think we get rid of evil. But then it just comes on 10 times stronger than it did the first time. But as long as you realize what it is, walk out and face it, right? Straightforward, face it. I can't find that other pillager. It'll show up when it needs to. Face it head on. And then it said that when they got outside of the walls, after they'd been besieged for 2 years, that the army was gone, that they found their clothes. Looky there. That all they found was the clothes on these people. Because where God's army had showed up and scared them so bad, they were such terrified they took off running. Now the people that prayed to God didn't see this army. They didn't even hear it. But the enemy did. And that's plumb wild. I don't know why I need to tell you that. It sparked a thought in my mind. Somebody's watching this and you're going to know exactly what I mean. Somebody's watching this and know exactly what I mean. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. I don't know half of what's going on. Half the time I don't know what's going on, what I'm supposed to say, what I'm supposed to do. But all I know, as long as I obey God, keep Him in my sights and keep focused on Him, then everything's going to be okay. You know, everything's going to be okay. Because that's what we need to do. We need to just trust in God. Quit worrying about the dumb stuff and trust in the Lord, you know. And God, some people don't realize what that, I mean, listen, it's a positive way of thinking, right? They're like, oh God this, oh God that. No, it's a positive way of thinking. If you think, do I need that metal piece in there? Yeah, it needs to be filled in. If you think positive and quit getting this negativity, then things are going to happen in your life. They're going to be better. You know, they just are. Because we just sit and think about the bad things. How many of you can sit, I'm back, you got to help me beat my crap LOL? Oh my God, you're like set up. Hey, that's because Jesus is in my boat, buddy. Yeah, well, this is an XP for him. Now listen, I ain't been in this world 3 days. I mean, the sun and the things rised a few longer than that, but I mean 3 actual days. Look, this is an XP for him. I went down, it says pickaxe fortune 3. So basically, when I dig down in the mine now, I know I'm going to need slime. Alright, so something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. This is not right. So we got to break these blocks out here. Let's get over here. Let's get what we need now. I just want to put God first and in everything. Even when I'm playing a game, all I can think about is the good Lord. I mean, that's it. My nose is itching off because that mom's got a cat. She's got a cat over here at this house, and every time I get here, it ain't more than 5 or 10 minutes. And my brother, if he's watching this, he knows that I'm allergic to cats. And every time that I get over here, and that dag blasted cat gets on my nerves, it does. I can't think of the words to say. Lord help me. Alright, so we ain't built this fully yet. We got to make some signs. A sign from God is what we need. But you got to be careful when you ask a sign from God. I was reading a passage today in the Bible talking about if you pray for signs without Christ in your focusing on Christ and looking to Christ and focus on Him. If you pray for a sign, then the devil sometimes will intervene and give you the sign of the devil. Like he'll give you a sign that you didn't need to see, that he wanted you to see. So there's a lot of false prophets out here. A lot of them, right? Scary. So never pray for a sign, folks, unless you have Christ in your mind. Focused on Christ when you close your eyes to pray that prayer. I don't know who needed it. Somebody did. Maybe it's me. So what do I need? I'm baffled. I don't know what I need. Sign. A sign. We don't have no wood. We need to go get some wood. Let's go get some wood. Alright, so let's finish building this real quick. So I think that this needs to go out here. This needs to go up right here. Yep. And then we need a lot right here maybe. I don't know how that's going to work. I think it might need to be on the side. Let's see something real quick. Let's see something. Oh lordy, lordy, look what it had happen. So the clock's working, but it needs to be over here. We're trying to build an XP farm if you don't know what we're doing. Yeah, I'm set up, yeah. Well, but hey, do you have a world created, Jacob? Jacob, do you have a world created without it being on survival? Jacob, can you hear me, buddy? Are you still there? I feel like you're still there. You know your name comes from the Bible. There's a Jacob in the Bible. There's a Job, a Jacob. Oh, I need to do something. I've been needing to go on analyst. Look here. Woo! I'm on the short bus today, boys. Got two Bibles. Got one right here. And I got this one. This one is a study Bible. There ain't many people in here, are there? You know why? Because ain't many people want to hear about Jesus, are they? People listen to me cuss all day long. People listen to me cuss and say all these ugly things all day long. But the first time I talk about Jesus, they run. Because they don't want to hear it. Yeah? But I don't care what they want to hear. Because I want to do what I want to do. Or I want to do what the Lord wants me to do. And when the Lord wants me to do it. Yeah? Mr. Loki, you're amazing. You're amazing. One of these days you're going to get on board, ain't you? You're going to get on board this crazy train, ride this boat out with me, ain't you? We're going to slay some people after a while, ain't we? Some demons. We're going to destroy them. This is going to be so good. We're going to have to break this out too, look, one block over. Smokers are going to be right here. There's going to be 4 smokers. Exactly right here. Oh, I feel so stupid. I need the one block above in the pistons. See, let me show you. So a block will be here. Yeah. Now we need these pistons. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so this side's done. We're going to put the block over it. This side's done. Need to leave those 2 blocks out. Although, yeah. We didn't have to build this as big as we're building it. It has to be like this. We need to leave those 2 blocks hollow. That's what we did wrong. That's what we did wrong. We gotta leave those blocks hollow. These blocks can be fine. They can be filled in. Those blocks can be filled in. Yeah, we'll leave them hollow. I think I think you can fill these blocks in. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done with this. Mr. Low-Key, we got a totem of undying. Yeah, we gotta build this in. Now, why did I want to do that? I'm wondering why I wanted to do this like this. I think I put signs right here. Yeah, 2 signs right here. Maybe the hoppers need to go into place of these blocks. I'll have to go check the other one to see. Let me look. It's looking about right, yeah. But yeah, break these out and put the hoppers right here. They don't need to be facing this way. They need to be facing out. Yeah. So we need to get the chest. Where's the chest at now? So we need a chest. Let me put this here. Put this right here. It's going to be facing this way. And then one in here. It's going to be like this. Facing here. And then one like this. Facing here. One like this. Oh. 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 My nose is itching off. Alright, so now we need hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 chests here. 1. Oh. Stop it. Oh, we need more chests. So we need 2 more chests right here. And we need 2 more chests on the side. We need these chests right here. We need these hoppers going into these chests. And then from these chests, we're going to have hoppers coming down into these smokers. So we need to go out real quick. And then we need chests down here. And then we need chests down here to like, so let's go get some wood. We need to go get some wood and we'll finish this. It'll be done. Let me tell you something. If you see a YouTube channel that says that this is simple, they have lost their friggin' mind. Don't believe that nonsense. This is not simple. This is not simple, guys. This is not simple. For it is hard. But the journey be worth it once you're done. I didn't know how to make this on that video and record it right. So, I mean, I think that's why I needed to stream today. Because if I'd have tried to record this, I'd have never been able to do it. It's just too much stuff. Too much stuff to record. Alright, so we got wood. We don't got enough wood. My nose is itching off, folks. Man, it's itching. My nose is itching. Pray, Lord, take away that itch. Alright, so when you get these trees right here, you're going to have to jump up in them because there's so much stuff. I mean, man, they grow like this. It's crazy. They grow so crazy. Sometimes what the world calls crazy is actually the truth. It's crazy because it sounds crazy to them because what truth is scary. For we fear the truth. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Who to here ain't afraid of the truth? Think about it. Some people say, they'll ask their old ladies or spouses, say, are you cheating on me? But the truth is if she tells them, or he tells them the truth, that it's fearful. So they don't really want to know, right? Because they're afraid. They're afraid. But I'm going to tell you something. The truth will set you free. Because a lie is something built on a lie. Well, always, that lie has to always be remembered, and it's a burden that burns in your soul. But you need to tell the truth. Somebody watching this has a lie that needs to get out. That they need to just be honest. Whether it be your mommy, daddy, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, something. You need to just get it out in the open. It could be that you drunk a drink or something you wasn't supposed to. It could have been you stole a piece of candy at the store. I don't know. Somebody's lying to somebody. They need to tell the truth. God wants you to tell the truth. Huh? Confess thy sins unto God, and he shall forgive you, for you will be forgiven. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. John 3:16. Alright, I think we got enough wood. Let's cut this tree down. We won't have enough wood. I think we got enough wood. Oh man, I'm gonna have to climb up in that tree, ain't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to climb up in that tree. For the branches went wayward on me. Is it dissipating? Can you see it? There's a branch in there. Is it falling apart? Can you tell? Yeah, it's falling apart. There we go. There's an apple. May it bring you good fruit, good tidings. Alright, so let's go. Oh. We'll heat this apple. Alright, now let's go over here and finish this. All we needed was chaff, guys, and we was done. All we needed is some wood and we was done. This is our house. All we needed was some wood and we'd be done. Creeper done blowed our house up 4 or 5 times. Alright, so let's make some chests. I just seen that. There was a demon living in my house in Ohio. Something's beat me to death. Something beat me to death. Look at that. You know how I know that that's true? Look what just happened. Look what just happened. Look at this. Look how for 1 second you can turn your head away and evil can get in. That was a sign right there. Whoever just told me that about that demon. That was a sign right there. To know that what it was true. What compelled you to say that, whoever said that? It blew the power source away. Did you see that? It blew the power source away. That's what it did. There was a demon living in my house in Ohio a long time ago. Thank the Lord we moved to Washington because it was making me sick and he took over my body. I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Loki. I want you to heed these words, buddy. Don't be afraid. Demons can't take over the body. I understand what you mean, though. What they can do is they can influence in you to where you feel like they took over. Right? For the house is just a house. The ecclesia, the home, the church, is the body. For if you feel yourself full of seeds of evil, then bad things, because you can get around evil on ignorance and not even mean to. Right? I moved from house to house to house, and bad things kept happening. But it was only until I accepted Christ, God, is when things would stop happening and they'd get better. You know, so like, you got to think the devil doesn't bother people. That it's not a threat to them, right? If you're not a threat to evil and evil thinks it's got you, it ain't going to bother you. You know? So, I mean, that's just wild that all that stuff happened right whenever I read that comment. Like, my stuff got blowed up and everything, right? That's plumb wild. Yeah, it's called an anointing. It's basically he prayed over you for God, for the evil to leave you. You know? Absolutely. Oh yeah, most people get in the ways of evil. What happens is they don't mean to. Evil can be in a form of a cell phone, like, or anything, right? I mean, it's just anything that controls over you. Anything that rules over you. So what is going on here? What do we do? Did that thing blow out all this ground? It did, didn't it? And now you better? Yeah, right. It's awful. It's awful. Are you better now? Oh, we need this out. We need this block here. It's our choices. It's only when we choose to allow it, you got to fight that urge. That's the thing. Are you better now? Scary, ain't it? Scary it is. How am I going to turn that to the right side here? You have anger issues against your girlfriend? You know, it's a choice to choose to fall into that, right? It's only when we allow stuff to persuade our choices to choose, right? So God gives us a choice. We can say one thing and one another and mean another. But the truth is, it's our choices. You gotta choose, man. When you feel that way, you gotta choose. You know, it says that God will let man dream dreams and see visions. You know? Gotta be careful. We gotta lock us in. We're building it. What's up, Johnson? Johnson. What's up, Johnson? We gotta turn this off. We need it to be turned off. It keeps... For a second, we need this to flow back. We keep getting this to turn off. Oh. We're trying to build an XP farm. Oh, it's you. Oh, what's up? What's up, little man? What's going on, little man? We talked about you earlier. We were talking about you earlier. Mr. Low Key, I'm sitting thinking about stuff. I'm not, I'm trying to think of a way to answer. See, that's right. Answer or talk to you or tell you what you need to hear in a way that say right. So we got that. Right. John, you need to, or Mr. Low-Key, you need to hear something, but I can't think of the words to tell you. Listen. It's our choices, dude. It's not... Okay, look, evil can influence us. It really can. But it's our choices that allow it to do anything. You know, it's when you choose. To allow it to have power. Right? We need some more sand. So when you feel anger, oh man, we can't, listen, we gotta light this room up before we leave. So when you feel this anger and all that stuff, you've got to say, be gone, you know, in the name of God or something like that. Right, you just got to like, put it behind you and say it's not worth it. I don't know how to tell you. It's like I can't find the words to tell you without me being there with you. You know, in real life, being there with you and to feel what you're talking about. Because when I get around somebody like that, I seem to be able to feel stuff, you know. Yeah, he don't realize what he's doing. It's okay, Buck. He don't. He's the guy that was streaming the other day with me. He don't realize what he's doing. He'll be all right. I think that's one of his family. What he's talking about, SPL, is whenever you say you're live on Twitch, you're trying to get people to come from this stream to your stream, and that's a big no-no, right? Even for people that has 100,000 people watching them, that's a big no-no. So, I mean, I don't think you meant, or you didn't understand what you were saying, maybe. But that's what he was talking about. So you got to be careful. We got to be careful about the words we choose to use, right? I think that's what I was trying to tell Mr. Low-Key. Sometimes we use words we don't understand. And that's why I was holding my tongue, Mr. Low-Key, on what I was saying, because the words we choose to use can cause more problems sometimes than they can fix things. And I hope that you see that, Mr. Low-Key. I mean, think about that. What was I trying to say a minute ago? I said I didn't have the words for you. I look over in chat and SPL God says a couple of things, and then it sparked it to come out. The way he did that, I think that was meant for you to say, be careful about the words, or for me, that I choose to use because they affect people. So I can tell you one thing, and in your life that may affect you differently. But the truth is, you got to choose. If you allow stuff to anger you, then you're letting something roll over you, right? And we use the word demon for a lot of different things. Demons, I'm trying to think. I swallowed. I think that. Oh yeah, I need some sand. I don't have that. We'll have to do it the hard way because I don't have that. So me, I was angered about everything. I would get mad because my wife wouldn't listen to me, or she wouldn't hear what I said, so I'd get so upset. And I would feel this awful, awful anger rage, right? But the truth is, listen, I can't find the words. I'm trying to rack my brain for the words that I need to say, and I can't find the words to tell you. I just can't. I don't know what that means or why that is. It's just so weird. I'm always full of words. Just can't find the words to say that would appeal to you in a way that you could understand, what needs to be said. This morning, I'm going to tell you what happened to me this morning. My wife had a dream last night that she said it was the weirdest dream. She said that she could look upon the sun and there was like black, shadowy things and little sparkles inside of it spinning around the sun. When she woke up, she said, she tried to ask me what that meant. And what I thought it meant is that was good and evil fighting. It's like they was fighting the little sparkles, was meaning that evil was taking over good, whatever. But it was still fighting. Dalton, what's that, buddy? Well, the word try is unique, right? So like, to try to do something that we know that we can control, to try and fail, right? So when you say you try, it means like, I'm trying to build this machine right here, right? Now, if I fail at building it, it's because the only reason I would fail at building this right here is because I didn't have the knowledge that I needed to have when I went to try to do this. But I know how to build it, although I don't build it as efficient as other people and as quick as they do. I have the knowledge to defeat it. So the word try means that when you feel angry, whatever the things that made you angry, when you feel that, you have to and you realize that you're mad, you need to walk away and just calm yourself down. And whatever means that necessarily that is, it could be in a form of prayer. You could pray for God to take this evil away. And if you really pay attention, it'll go away. But if there's power in being angry, because when you feel mad, you feel powerful. I don't know why that is. It just is. And so sometimes we have to let that go, right? You have to walk away, think about it, weigh the consequences out to what you're doing. So like, why are you mad? What made you mad? What's the reason you're mad? And what is going to come out of you being mad? What does it mean to be mad? What happened to that boy the other day that was playing with you? SPL. So we need these blocks in front of this. In front of these smokers, we need blocks. 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 4. We got to redo these. You got to choose to let it go. You got to choose to let it go. If you ask God to let it go, and then you don't choose to let it go, then it'll never be let go. Because God will take stuff away from you. He will. It's your free will, your choice. That's the thing. Through Him, He'll give you the power to let it go. Alright, so now we need 2 more hoppers to go in here. We need 2 more hoppers. We need the iron. Do we have the iron? Doing great. Doing great. Doing absolutely wonderful. You guys are here. What else could I ask for? You amazing people are here. Like, yeah, we're just trying to do the best we can on what we know to be true. You know, I bet that's going to be enough. I bet with that iron right there and this iron right here, it's going to be all that we need to accomplish what we need done. I was thinking I'm going to have to run all the way back up top. It's like, Lord, what could I do to get done what I need to do, or say that what I need to say? And it's like we have the tools in our toolbox to accomplish all that we need right here. We just have to look for them, right? That's all we got to do, Mr. Low-Key. You just got to look inside of you somewhere and say, get out. No point in being angry. It ain't going to solve nothing. Reason with words and not anger, right? Reason with words and not anger. Alright, Jeff Stratton. Yay days. Yay days. What's up, Dalton? What's going on, brother? Brother from a different mother. Are you another wayward son, Dalton? Like Quasar and Buck? And John? I love Norturno, Luffy, and Deco, Goku, and... What are you talking about? This sounds like Pokemon or something. You guys got it figured out, don't you? You guys got it figured out, don't you? Let me edit this. I wish that stream wouldn't have messed up. There was about 35 views or something like that on the other video, which would have made this 50 something, but it is what it is. Alright, we're going to have all that we need to do what we need to do with it. So we need hoppers. So we need 1, 2, 3. We need 3. I'm thinking we need 4, 5, and then we went 1, 2, and we need another one. Man, it's a lot of hoppers. A lot of hoppers. A lot of hoppers. We're going to have exactly what we need. I'm telling you, we're going to have exactly what we need. So what makes them? Oh, chest. We need a chest. So we got the chest. What else? We're going to have exactly what we need. I told you. I told you. I bet this is exactly what we need. Guys, if this comes out to exactly what we need, I'm telling you, boys, this is the stream that somebody converts it off over. I mean, I'm telling you, somebody does. So we're going to squat like that. Then we're going to squat like this. We're going to squat like this. This. So, how does that work? Right? How is this going to work? So I know I need these over here. I know it. Maybe these in here. We're going to need what we need, not for the bamboo, but we're going to have exactly what we need, guys. We're going to have what we need for this. Let me put this down here. So that's the bamboo chambers. We don't need that, right? So this right here, These here are the bamboo chambers. They need 2 hoppers on the top, one pointing this way and one pointing this way, and one right here pointing this way. Bamboo grows up and it knocks it over. This is the one that has water in it. I gotta put 2 signs right here. We need another smoker. We need another. We have enough chests too. Look. Then we're gonna go in the nether here in a minute. Let's build down. Yeah. Yeah, that's SPL God. That's the one that played the game the other day. That's the one I said that God had something in store for. Yeah, let's get another smoker. We're going to have exactly what we need. I know we are. That's a day. That's those 3 pieces. How many does it make to be a piece? We need a furnace to make a smoker. We need 1 smoker. We got 2 hoppers left. What is these 2 hoppers going to do? They'd work 1 for each bamboo side. I'm trying to figure out what else I need. There's something else I'm forgetting that I need. Oh, chest. I need chest. 1, 2. Need 2 chests. This machine is almost done, guys. I just got to lay a row of blocks right through there. Or right through here. Hold on. Yeah, a row of blocks right through here. And that's it. We just need a row of blocks through there. And then we'll have this machine done. Oh, these are turned wrong. Oh, those are turned wrong. Oh, so now we need the levers to turn these on and off. Alright, so we'll plant this back here. We don't need that now. So what do we need now? Hold on. So I think maybe what we need to do, is, oh, I see it. We need this hopper. This is crazy. We're going to fill in that right side. So we need these 4 hoppers to lead into these chests. These chests don't need to be here. I was wondering what I was doing wrong. We're going to have to turn these chests on and off. Or we're going to have to turn the hoppers on and off. So the blocks need to go so the hoppers need to go into this, and then they go like this, and then these blocks go like this. Where's my blocks? Oh, let's get the chest under there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, you can't do that in here. You have to have food. Alright, so is those on that chest? Are they on it? Is that what it's supposed to look like? Yeah. So that goes into here, this goes into here, and these hoppers go into the chest. Then you need the block on the hopper, like this. Let's go make some levers. Let's go make some levers. Let's go make some levers. What do you need, SPL? You've got everything. What do you need, buddy? You're like, help me, please help me. What do you need, buddy? What do you need help with? We got you netherite tools. You said you didn't have netherite tools. What do you need now? What do you need help with? What happened to that boy that was playing? That joined off the stream and went and played the game. Alright, so these levers, I know now why these levers control the hoppers. So all we need now is 2 suns, and then when this machine's gonna work, oh, we gotta put this across here, and we gotta break that. Oh, I need that. So we got everything we need is in place. So we need the 2 bottles of water. We need this. He don't want to play anymore. Who don't want to play no more? Oh, the boy don't want to play no more. Well, what? Do you not have nobody? What about that boy that's at your house with you? Build a world. Build that world up that you're in. Did you change over from regular world to creative? Or did you go in creative on that world that me and you played? Because when you go into creative, it cancels out all achievements and all things like that. Or you still been in survival on that world? Because you sent me a message and said you upgraded. So I'm losing my way. What do I need? Lord help me, what do I need? I've got this, I need signs. We all need to pray. We all pray for signs, right? But it's not what we need, it's what we ask for. You haven't? You haven't went creative? What's up, Thor Gamer? What's up? That's plumb wild. Speak truth. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So we got the signs that we needed. Got the water that we needed. Check this XP farm out, dude. This is insane. This is really cool. This is like a super XP farm. This is what every single world needs. Every single world needs this. Alright. Oh, I need a slab. I need a slab. My nose is itching off. My nose is itching off. It's bugging so bad. But it's itching because of a cat that's at my mom's. I need to put slabs here. I think we need more than 2. We need glass. We need glass. Can I reach this? I can't reach this. Alright, so let's do this real quick. Hold on. These sons. Right here, say wayward sons, wayward sons. Alright, we need to go get glass. We're not going to use the bamboo on this, guys. You can build this half this size. Thor the Gamer says, hey, I'm going to donate to you. Are you going to donate, Thor? That would be much appreciated. We really need the money. We really do. Dalton says $1. Guys, I am so close to $100. Let me tell you this. This is crazy. This is plumb crazy. I don't know why I streamed today. I don't know why I did. I was going to upload a video. What's up, Mangler? I am less than $8 away from having $100 threshold. And that's like it took 6-8 months, and it's at $92. Now $8 it's going to take like $16 in super chat to get it to the $100. That's crazy. By the way, I was watching you all the time when I first watched you, and I subbed. Look at that, $1.10. Look at this dollar donation war. Look at these crazy fools in here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at it, you guys. I'm going to tell you that dollar came from the heart. It means when it comes from your heart and not from your pocket, although it has to come from the pocket, but from your heart, man, it means so much. It really does. Shout out for Dalton. Woo-hoo! Quasar is my son. He knows he gets a shout out. Woo! Thank you. A lot of new people in here. Yes, sir. Sad Creeper. He's wanting to play. Sad Creeper. You know something? You see this guy up here named Brian? I can't pronounce that. Johnson. Look at that. There it comes up. No, it just popped up. Took a minute. Sad Creeper. This little fella right up here, in the chat up here, Johnson here. What's your gamer tag? It's GLT. Sit out. He needs somebody to play with. And Sad Creeper, you need somebody to play with too. Look at there. Dalton donated $1.11. My God. Look at you crazy guys. Look at y'all. It's the meaning behind that. So you guys say, oh, it's just $1. It ain't just $1. It's what's behind it. It's amazing, right? It's $1.12. Look at these crazies. Unhide that. There you go. Thank you, Buck. Scared Creeper. Right there. SPLXT God needs someone to play Minecraft with. As long as you're not someone that cusses and says all that junk, and you've got a positive way of thinking and a positive mindset, and that you guys can play and create a world together and have a good time, then that's join him, because he's a great little. And maybe you're a little kid too, and maybe you guys look at there. There it is again. Got the dollar donation war going on in here. Thor Gamer says, "Hey, I'm going to donate." Well, Thor, you spark something. Oh my gosh! Look at you crazies. For ye feel foolish, if you, I can't get it out. You guys, you're truly amazing. You guys are doing it from the heart, not from the mind. I feel like Quasar's gonna beat you, Dalton. I feel like you ain't got a job, and he does, and he's just gonna keep on. Oh, it's plumb wild. Crazy. So I can't join you with an invite because you're on mobile. Do you hear that? I forget your name. SPL God? Alright. So we need to put these in. I need to pour the water on top. My nose. You guys sparked that. It's craziness. You guys are crazy doing this. This is about done. Wayward boys. You wayward boys. You ever watch that show Supernatural? The Wayward Sons? Alright. Hopefully this is what it needs. Hopefully I didn't build this wrong. So we need to get rid of this and all that. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we needed to get rid of. I think something ain't right here.
What?
I think this ain't built right. What is it, babe?
How long are you streaming?
I'm not sure, honey. What's the matter?
Because your mom was going to Walmart.
Are you wanting to go to Walmart with her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and go to Walmart. I'm gonna stream for a little while longer.
What the hell? Hand me your dinero.
How much dinero you got? Look at this. They got a donation.
I know. We was Trisha was the donation war going on.
$1.12.
I got $1 over here. I got $5 over here. I got $13 right here.
My God, you sounded so funny. You guys saw my 115 on the screen. Mangler, I didn't see your 115 on the screen.
We'll be back.
All right. Sad Creeper says, by the way, I've already added you on my Sad Creeper account. Dalton says it's $1.15. I know you guys saw my 115 on the screen. Buck, you ain't done, or not Buck, but Mangler. Oh, Mangler! Mangler! There it is. Mangler donated in Super Chat. Or, I mean, in the bottom, down at the other screen. Yeah, Mangler, I see it. I was wondering, I was looking, Mangler. Woo! Shout out to Mangler. Mangler, I was wondering what you was talking about, and I see it here. I'm going to pop it back up. Oh, check this out. Zecton did a while back. He didn't read it, that's why. Homie Mangler. That means somebody needs to be. Bangler's 115, and then Dalton's 115. 115, I guess that sparked something in you, right? 115. Alright, so now, to complete this, I feel like this is wrong right here. Yeah, this is wrong. No, that was in the past, honey. That was Zecton in the past.
You're being nosy, aren't you? Yeah. Your nose is getting bigger.
Alright, something ain't working.
Alright, honey, we're heading out.
Alright, I love you.
Alright. Anything you need from there?
Something ain't working.
Alright, I got you.
All right.
I read your mind.
Something is not working. Everything's right, but the clock ain't connected, yeah. It's right here that's messed up. Let me try something here. Hold on. Let me try something right here. So, this is weird. There's the clock's working. See that? And then when I click it here, the clock ain't working. Oh, it's because it's got to go right here. Hold on. No, no. Okay, okay. I see what's wrong. So we got to get that clock working. Give you a month and you'll start a war with $10. You guys are amazing. I mean, they just literally paid me $100 right there with what they did. See, guys, see this clock right here? See what that's doing? You see this? This is called a clock. See how it's flickered? When I connect this clock, all that's supposed to do that. But it's not. To get it to do that, let's turn it off. This is what's wrong. Something right here is what's wrong. See, and that extends it. Right? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? We need this clock to work.
No, I'm fixing the car. I'm gonna party real quick.
I think it's got. Oh, I bet. Maybe there's no way this could be what it is. There's no way. There's no way this is what it is right here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way this is what it is. Something's not right with this clock. I feel like it's this though. I feel like it needs to be. I feel like it needs to be like this. Oh, yep. Hold on. This can't be this simple. It can't be. Could it be? Could it be that simple? Could it be? Guys, I don't know what's going on. It has to be below this. See? This is right here. It has to be. I don't know what's going on. Let me do one more. Let me try one more thing before we go check the other world. Let me try one more thing. Does anybody have any kind of clue what's happening here? Does anybody have any kind of idea what's going on with this? Why this won't work? No, that's too high. It's way too high. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. The power's moving through those blocks. It's just not connecting. We can't do it on this world. This is a solo world. This right here is a solo world. I'm trying to figure out. I just got to get the clock to work. Right? Unless could it be this simple? There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that this clock won't work. Let me show you what I mean. See that? See that flickering right there? That's a clock. You connect this clock. It's supposed to keep doing it. Something here is preventing it from working. And I don't know what that something is. It's like something simple. It really is. It's something super simple. Super simple, guys. Super simple. Super simple. When this goes off, this XP farm will start working. There ain't no way that's going to cover that up, right? Let me try. There ain't no way. Could that be it? Could that be it? Mr. Low-Key, you don't have to donate no money. Don't feel bad, buddy. What, did you donate, or is that what? Why did you say that? Don't feel bad because you can't donate someone money, you know? Streamers get donations from hundreds of people to thousands. What do you mean? I don't see any question that you've asked. I seen the one you asked about the ping and the servers. I answered that, remember? I don't know what it is on West. I said I don't know. See, this is what we're doing wrong. See this block down here? This is what we're doing wrong. We gotta knock out this block, put this block and this block, and then it leads up to the top block. And watch. Yeah. I don't know what it is on West. At my house, it'd be over 1,000. At my house, it'd be over 1,000. Yeah, it's so laggy because let's see. It's so laggy because my internet keeps going out. At my house, west would be over 1,000. Here, it wouldn't. It'd be about 100. So we need 2 blocks out, and that's what it's going to be. Missing block, block, block. All right, remember that, guys. All right. That's wild, Mr. Low Key. I can't believe you thought that. Only question I seen you ask though was that one question that was about what's my ping on West servers. Oh, you've asked it twice. Yeah, you've asked it twice, and I didn't see that. I only seen it the first time. I've been caught up in this mess trying to get this done, and I missed it. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't even read the last few donations I did. YouTube constantly keeps on messing up. I'm looking at it now, saying that the lag is. I'll see what's going on. So we need 2 blocks out from this. We need this here. And this has to be like this. We did this wrong. It's like this. Look, there's the clock. See it working? See that? Look at that. Look, see it working? Something's working right here, but let's go up here and figure out what's going on. I need some scaffolds or something. Hey, you know, it's not, the fact that you say that means that you're afraid to accept it. Your name in general says that you've been raised by people that, you know, that didn't put you in a good home. I mean, obviously you have some issues, you know. Not because you choose not to believe in God, but just look at your name, right? You're saying something that would obviously make others annoy other people, right? And so that's why you put your name that way. Is that not right? Think about it. Think about it. Why did you come up with a name like that and it says LOL, right? And then you come in that and you say that. You want a negative response. God loves you whether you care about him or not, buddy. He loves you whether you know it or not, or whether you choose to believe in him, he believes in you. And that's the way it is. You know? Choose to believe in a positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, to think positively, so that you don't have to think bad and negative all the time. So what's wrong with that, right? Power of positive thinking. People pray, and you know what hope means? It's an expectation. To expect, to hope, right? That's what people do when they pray. They hope that things will get better. It's prayer of positive thinking. But with negative thinking and a negative attitude on everything, he doesn't believe that, Johnson. He doesn't believe that. He wanted a negative response. That's what he wanted, but he's not. When I'm done with the XP farm, SPL, then I'm going to go into Nether and hunt for some netherite for this channel. But I might do that off stream. I might end the stream and then make a video for tomorrow. You're fine, buddy. We still love you. We still love you. I'm not going to say your name because it's just a negative. It's negative. It was created out of negativity. Let me be honest with you, or let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with me. The XP farm is working, guys. When you that name, that you come up with that. As soon as I get time, Mr. Johnson, as soon as I get time outside of things that I'm doing at home, making video and all that, one thing I was trying to explain to you is sometimes subscribers or YouTubers don't play with subscribers often because then it gets into this thing to where they get discouraged, right? When, you see me playing a game as if you would at home for an enjoyment and things like that. I'm playing it for a different reason, right? To make YouTube videos, to grow as a channel, trying to come up with content, things like that, talk about Jesus and stuff. And you're playing it to play to have fun. Usually when I do that, sometimes it's later in the evening times when I'm at home, right? But most of the time it's only like making videos and setting up for a video. But every now and then I do get days to where I don't do anything. Sometimes it's on Sunday, but then I don't like to play the game at all because I'm just praying and going to church. So to answer the question, I don't want you to get discouraged and just won't. Eventually you will. Buck, Quasar, Mangler, all these guys, we do play, but we don't play every day. It's only, and then other times I want to play, we don't get to because they're busy. Have you and Sad Creeper, maybe through this channel you'll find someone that you could play the game with every day, And you get to come back on the channel. It's just, for you, every day is, it seems to be a long time. For me, it's like I'm always trying to do something to better the channel. Let's see if this starts working now. Let's see if this works. But we'll go to play again. We will. Let's see. We're at 29 XP. So I think it needs to build up a little bit. Turn this back on. Let's make some kelp blocks. I don't know what gets the XP thing started. Oh, there's coal right there. We'll get the place in. I don't even know what that is. Doom Eternal? Is that a new game? Man, there's so many new games. I'm so far behind. I really am, dude. So many new games. I tend to my focus on games right now is like Fortnite, Minecraft, and Call of Duty Zombies. They asked you your name. LOL. Did your name was it inspired from watching Tifa? Was it inspired from watching Tifa? Is that where the idea came from? Now don't say yeah if it's not. Obviously I wouldn't want you to do that. Yeah, I don't even know what that... I remember a Doom game a long, long time ago, years and years and years ago, like back on PS1, that was just an awful, awful game. You know, I don't know if that's the same game, different versions of it. If you want to play Fortnite today, SPL God, today we can play Fortnite. Later on today, whenever we play. Bad boy, Halo trolling. You was playing Halo and you got that from Halo. Trolling. Trying to be negative, huh? You know what trolling means, right? Obviously, you know what the word troll means, but in general, being a troll to cause pain and suffering for other people. Because we have pain in our lives, we try to put it on other people. Think about it. Think about your life and the things that happens in your life. There's a lot of bad things happen. A lot of times things don't go your way and you get discouraged and you're like, F it, just let it go, and then you're just like, I ain't gonna worry about that. That don't matter anyways. Or do you cause pain in other people? Think about why you do that. Huh? Why do you find happiness in other people's pain? Now, I mean, don't think that I haven't been there. I have been. If you go back a long time ago on this channel, I used to troll people all the time. I didn't think about it. I didn't understand why they got mad or where they were coming from. Let's turn this off and let's let this build up a second. There it goes. I think that did it. Yeah, we're starting to get XP. It's a small amount, but we're getting XP. So we need to let the XP build through the machines. So we're at 30, so we're going to turn these on. We're going to let that XP build up through these machines. We're going to come back in a few minutes. Let's make sure this is working. We're going to come back in a few minutes. And maybe that's where Tifu got his negativity from. Maybe he's seen it from someone when he was younger. Maybe give it to him. And that negativity is a choice, bro. Being negative is a choice. It's so much better to be positive. It really is than it is to be negative. It's only a choice to choose to cause pain to others due to our own pain. Right? I'm going to tell you something. Everybody, every idol that you know, anybody that you know, even in your life that you think is funny, right? That you laugh and cut up and think it's funny whenever somebody, but think about their life and how awful it's been. Name one person that's had a good life that was mean to people. That's literally not lived in despair. Think about that. Your name is Carlos? Carlos, huh? Like Carl? You know what's funny, Carlos? You know what a chocolate is, right? you know what's funny, Carlos? If you go and watch that video, the video before this, the one, it's not that long. There was somebody that was going to come across this channel, but I thought their name was Carl. There was somebody that was going to come across this channel that needed to hear something positive. That had a little bit of things going on in their life was rough, right? Don't really understand what I'm even saying right now, but if you go, the video before this one, there was somebody that I thought that his name was Carl that needed help, you know? That's the thing. When you see things that you don't know what they mean, you get the names confused. There was a woman the other day named Sue that I thought her name was supposed to start with an SE, but it ended up being Sue. We'll help you with that. Okay, I'll help you build this farm, this XP farm, Johnson. But what I need you to do is there's a website called Chunkbase. If you don't have a cell phone to check that website called Chunkbase and put your seed in to find an ocean, I need you to go and find an ocean and a jungle. I need you to find bamboo, a lot of bamboo. You just need a little bit of bamboo. And you need this kelp right here. You need at least 4 pieces of kelp, although I would get a bunch. And you need at least 4 pieces of bamboo. Or 6. The machine I built doesn't have bamboo on it because the bamboo is like to keep it burning. And I was just going to like run it with coal and just use kelp. So if you could find kelp in your world, and see what it's doing, it's unlimited kelp. Find kelp in your world. I'll build this machine for you, but you need slime balls too. In order to find slime balls, chunkbase.com is going. I'll come and help you. I'll set it up, the machine up, and then we just won't. Until you get a slime, we won't be able to build it. We're letting the XP build up. Is what we're doing. See where I'm on level 30? Watch. We'll let it build up for a little bit. XP and these smokers build up. I'll be on, the next time you watch this video, I'll be on level 100. It's plumb wild. Carlos, what you really do is check out that video. Now, you don't have to sit there and listen to everything I say, but go in there and see where I talk about there's somebody that God wants me to help that's name starts with C, that I thought it was Carl. And now Carlos shows up in the stream being a troll. Think of that. Now, what are the astronomical odds that that would happen? What are the odds that that would happen? Huh? You have slime? You found the slime? How did you get slime? Slime's hard to find. What do you want? Carlos, think about that. If God's not real, how did he put the word Carl in my head that somebody named Carl, or I've seen C-A-R, to be absolutely 100% honest, I've seen C-A-R, like, and your name is Carlos, or Carl, it's in your name, C-A-R-L, right there in your name. Oh my gosh, I feel the Lord, the Holy Spirit, I'm telling you. If God's not real, how did he send me an image in my head to someone that needs him? Right? He's going to show up in my stream, me thinking it was a video stream, I was going to make a video. But it was like, you need the stream. Like, you need the stream. Right? And yes, of course, you don't know what I'm talking about. You didn't see the video. Go to the one before this one. I think it's the one where I'm holding the bag. Kind of listen through it, let it play in the background. Maybe 15 minutes into the video, or 10 minutes into the video, I start talking about there's somebody by the name of Carl or C-A-R. When my wife gets back, she'll tell you. I'll ask her before I even say your name, and ask her there's somebody that needs God, that has something going on in their life that needs him back. They need to be shown that he's real. That's plumb wild. Check that out. Check that out, dude. It's going to make you a believer. I'm telling you. It sure is reassuring my faith right now, because I'm telling you, everybody doubts, buddy. Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. Wait till he sees that. Wait till this kid sees that. You've seen this video, right? SPL God? You saw this video, right? You watched that video where it was talking about somebody starting with the name of S, like S, but like Carl, like S and C-A-R. And I was talking about how God wanted, there was something that he wanted me to see, or something that he wanted me to do, somebody with the name of Carl that needed him. Look at my XP, it's going up. If I let this build up, it'll get more. See how it's 34 on the bottom? You saw that, right, Jonathan? Or SPL? You see there, God is real. Sometimes He sends people. If we just lift people to people that needs them, at the moment they need them, at the minute that they need them. You see what I'm saying? They just need to hear something as simple as that God is real, and that dude's like, well, prove it, right? Well, go back just a day or two before, whenever He sent someone. Missed opportunities happen every day. They really do. They really do. God works in mysterious ways, and I think through video games or whatever, He can do it. He can do it. Poor little Carl's vocabulary is probably as bad as others are, but expect to change on the outside when we can't even see what's on the inside, right? Just like you, SPL. There's something special in you that God wants you to see that nobody else is going to notice. That you yourself ain't going to know until the moment that He shows you what it is. But a seed needed to be planted inside of you, meaning that someone needed to talk to you about Him. And although that you know that He's real, you're a child and you're like, okay, and you just kind of brush it off. And yeah, you say your little prayers about things you want and stuff like that, but pray about what the things you need, you want. And it's like He works wonders in your life. The kid got it for me. Did you give him the ability to alter the game, like operator ability? Gotta be careful, because if you've been in creative, I'll still play with you, I don't care. But I'm saying, if you've been in creative on a world, my leg's hurting real bad. I keep this Bible right here with me all the time, because you never know, to come back and see that. I'm waiting on him to see that. That's what I'm wrong. You got to build up XP on this. Here in a minute, it's going to be giving me a massive amount of XP. Like massive. What happens is these machines store up XP, and it gives you a little bit at a time. Right now, it's not stored up a lot of it. I ain't got that bamboo. The bamboo thing really stores up a lot of it too. I might go find some. As long as you got slime, we got redstone. That's all you need is slime. I'm gonna let this run through. Because it ought to be giving me way more XP than this. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's giving it to me, but it's not giving it to me. Hold on, let me turn this machine off. Yeah, hold on, let me do this. It's not giving me XP the way it should. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna split this. He's a Minecraft sweat now. Yeah, I'm a God sweat right now. I'm got Jesus in that boat, Sour. I'm telling you, you think, everybody's got Jesus with them. No. There's some weird things been happening in my life. Look, read that chat right there, Sour. The other day, God was wanting me to talk to somebody that had the letters in their name. Like, I say, I thought it was something weird. It was like, it's just a thought that come in my head that I really needed, that I was going to meet somebody. I asked my wife, I said, is it Selena? It was during prayer that this had came to me. And I was like, there's somebody with the name S-E and S and E. That's the only two letters I could get during the prayer. And before I got done praying, it was about 2 days later, or a day later, and then my wife, we run across this woman. Her name was Sue. I talk about this in that video that I just made. Her name was Sue. And that her daddy had COVID. Because I told her Jesus loved her, and then she started talking about her daddy dying. I didn't know her name at this point. But she started talking about her daddy dying and stuff like that, and I was like, okay. And then I said, well, why did you mention to us that your daddy died? And she goes, because he died from COVID. And I said, are you mad at God because he died from COVID? And she said, no, what I'm trying to say is that his death brought us together. I said, what? She said, yeah, all year we've been scared to death. We ain't talked to each other in 40 years, brought us together. And now we feel like rebellious teenagers. We're doing things that we've never done before. Talking about through this great pandemic, this awful thing happened. But her name was Sue, and she needed to hear that God's the one that done it for her. That's what she needed to hear. It's like something just come over. That's like this boy Carl. There was somebody named Carl that needed to hear about God. Carl comes in chat a minute ago, and he says, let me go up here, and he says, where's it at? He said, God is fake. And you know what about happened? Before I thought I was about to ban him. I seen his name and nothing I could say to this kid to get him to see the truth. I about almost banned him. But I didn't. It was like a strong feeling not to ban him. And then he goes, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to play Minecraft. Then he goes on to talk about stuff here, about this. And then a few minutes later, it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's like, man, you made a video that you were praying, and then you got these letters in your head, just CAR. Everybody thinks of random stuff. This is something totally different, dude. This is something totally different. The only way you could understand it is if you was with Jesus and stuff like that, which it's crazy to some people. Some people out there feel shameful about it. Anyways, it was CAR. And I asked my wife, wait till she gets here. She's going, when we leave, we're going to be praising God. Even right now, thank you, Jesus. You're laughing, Sour, I can tell it. But anyways, because things sometimes happen that's unexplainable, right? But I was praying about somebody in the world needed some help or something like that. It was on stream, or it was on the video that I made. And then I just, like, almost I could hear his name being called out. Carl. C-A-R is what I got. C-A-R-L. This dude's name's Carlos, which is weird. Yeah, I'd be laughing too. You hear what I'm saying. Rewind this video about 10 minutes. Watch it. Go to that video that I made yesterday. And then come back and read this chat and you see what I'm talking about. What are the odds that someone would show up in the stream that didn't believe in God, called God fake, just wanted to be a troll, right? That's name was Carl, that didn't ever see my channel until today. And then yesterday, or the day before when I recorded a video about somebody named Carl that needed to hear about God that was real somehow. Laugh all you want, buddy, but Carl's a believer. If he ain't, he's going to be. That's going to plant a seed in him that's going to grow super big, I'm telling you, be fearful but rejoice. And I don't know how to explain it. It sounds crazy, but it ain't. All right, the bamboo farm. I think putting the bamboo trees on here makes this farm go faster because I've only went 7 levels here in the past 2 or 3 minutes. And the one on my world will put you 40 levels in just a minute, Why is it not giving me? It's only giving me a little bit of XP. I think it's because the bamboo's not in here. It's working pretty good. You can't get this amount of XP like doing it any other way. Yeah, I didn't respond to you though. I read your message. You're talking about playing Minecraft. You'd play Minecraft. If I'd play I'm waiting on Carl to come back. I'm waiting on him to come back. SPL heard it. SPL watched that whole video. You saying because I didn't play Fortnite, you didn't really watch. And see, listen, Mr. Low Key showed up to me the other day. Right? He showed up in here the other day on Fortnite. Listen, God knows what's going to happen before it happens. Sometimes you'll pray a prayer and it'll be answered at that moment, but he said it works weeks in the past for it to happen at the moment you asked him for it. Right? It happens like that sometimes. But listen, When God sends you a sign, don't ignore it because it's a fleshly desire not to ignore it. It could be not what you need. Don't ignore it. Just do it, you know. Because my sister, she prays for signs, right? Which it talks about in the Bible not to do that because when you pray for a sign, the devil can intercept it. My wife had a dream last night when she woke up. It was on. She opened the Bible and it was on the red words. The red letters in the Bible are what Jesus said. You got to think Jesus was a real person. This ain't something some crazy person made up. Jesus was real. It's in our history. It's as real as you are today. He really raised people from the dead. It really healed the blind. You know, and he was killed for it. But he was going to die either way. He was a sacrifice for man to be forgiven for their sins as well, yeah. Wait till my wife walks in here. She don't even know. She don't watch stream. I'm going to ask her about this. I'm going to ask her, I say, who's that guy's name from the other day I told you somebody needed help? She'll probably say Sue because she probably won't remember this, but it's on that video. That's how I know God's on the right path. Because if you pray for a sign today, if you're not focusing on Christ in your mind when you pray like that, then the devil can send you a vision. You know, because for example, if you have something that controls over you, Jim, kind of ticks me off that I'm always late. Hey, you're right on time, Geometry. You're right on time, brother. You ain't late. You're right on time. I've been uploading videos. Did you watch that video, Geometry? Did you watch that video that I just uploaded? I don't know if you've had time or not or watched the whole thing. There wasn't but about 13 of them. I mean, there's about 30 of them on there now, but you got to watch these boring parts. We made the machine. We're just trying to get us some books to enchant and some stuff. We're going to let this build up, guys. We're going to let this build up right here. It's this XP machine. We're going to go use this. Let's let this run through for a minute. Yeah. Let's turn it on. Turn it on. Get her on, get her done, get her going, get her going, get her done. Get her done. That sounds so weird. Here, we come up with that dumb stuff. Yeah, I remember how you had COVID. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember how you had COVID. Or you said you had COVID. I don't think you got the test right. It was your mom that got the test and they assumed it was you guys too. But you were sick, so if she had it, you had it. That's the way it works, right? What was your message retracted? Your message was retracted. You know, it ain't so much that I like Minecraft, it's that I like the people that watch Minecraft, right? It seems to be that there's not only people that are grown that watch Minecraft, there's a lot of people that stream Minecraft that don't realize that they have a lot of people watching them that cuss, right? And cussing is just saying that you don't have enough sense to speak right. Swearing, saying F this, F that, and all that bull BS, you know? Because you don't cuss like that when you're born. You don't cuss like that growing up. You only cuss like that when somebody funny that does it. It's to do something that you shouldn't do when you, right? It's something about negativity that draws in bad words. Anyway. Well, after I was done with COVID, I couldn't smell anything for 2 weeks, and one day I just decided to pray for my nose, and 3 days later, my senses and smells come back. 3 days. The 3 crosses, right? The middle cross being the birth, the death of Christ, the resurrection. 3 days, Jesus was raised from the dead. 3 days. God's funny how he does stuff whenever we need to see it. God, I love you. Thank you, Jesus. People don't realize God's real. He is. I'm telling you. And he's showing me every day how real he is. You know, I tell some people, if you can't understand how God works, and you don't understand it, watch that movie about that Transformer movie, how Bumblebee talks. He doesn't have a voice box, so he uses different means to talk to you. If you just look, God will tell you what he wants you to do. My goodness, my goodness. But did you watch that mate about me telling you that somebody in that video named Carl needed help, needed God? Go back up right to the chat and read that. Read that. How he didn't believe in God. Now Carl showed up 2 days later. I'm telling you, I wasn't going to stream today. I wasn't going to stream. I wasn't going to do it. I said, I ain't streaming. I said, I'm going to upload videos. That's what I'm going to do. And I swear I got this strong feeling over me. Said, get in there and stream right now. Don't wait. Just do it. I was like, what am I going to stream? I said, do the XP farm. That's what she's going to do in the XP farm. That's what I felt like I should do. That brought that boy Carl in. The XP farm brought Carl in. Geometry. God is good, is he not? Geometry ain't afraid to say that he's saved. He asked God to save him. Right? He's not scared of it. Boys, you feel humiliated whenever you start talking about this stuff. Because that's just the devil pushing it on you. When you get around your friends, you don't first say, hey, Jesus loves you. You probably say, hey, what's up? Cry, some kind of weird thing or awful thing. You feel, when you start talking about it, you feel down. That's it talks about that in the Bible. It talks about how you'll feel humiliated and shameful. Because the devil does that. He makes you feel that way. He's like, God needs to be put in everything. Everything you do, it don't matter if it's eating your food. I used to pray and say, God, I pray that you'll bless this food, right? And now that's not what I do. I pray and I say, I give you thanks for this food, for blessing whoever bought it, however it was bought, the way to have it, And some people be like, well, God didn't buy my food. My mom and daddy went to work. Mom and daddy that job to get to work to buy your food, son. And, he gave them the, it's just crazy. I'm going to quit using that word. I feel the go, Holy Spirit, I'm telling you. Some people say they only praise and rejoice in church. You go in these churches, they don't scream and holler because they don't feel, well, somebody's dying over here. Look at that. Them cows just killed that. Oh no, my sheep are dying by a wolf. Where's the wolf? Something killed. Where's he at? Look at that. Look. A wolf in the sheep's house. Killed all my sheep. You know what I think that means right there? I think that means that you got to be careful. Because if you ain't careful, the shepherd will always lead the sheep to the wolves. If you claim to be someone that teaches about God and all that, or this and that, and you don't know yourself, then you can easily lead people into the wolves' den. You can easily lead them to the wrong thing. I think that's what that means right there. Or is that just a wolf killing a sheep because Minecraft does that? No. That represents... That's the second time that I've played Minecraft that I've had a flock of sheep in a pen, and a wolf came out of nowhere, spawned in it, and killed them. Second time. Saying to be careful, because you can lead your flock. You can lead your flock into hell. You really can. Because if you don't... It talks about false prophets, the Bible does, about people that'll claim to see God's word, but they'll be lying. They'll lie. They'll be guided by evil. But then, they won't. The idea of God is amazing. Jesus, all that, to convict you when you do wrong, when you're doing these wrongful things. All right, we got 3 books. Let's see if we can get something good out of it. We got to get some netherite. We need some more books. Do we have any? I think we can make some more books. Let's get this. Let's get the paper. I think we can make some more books. 16 books we can make. 16. That number represents something. 16. That's amazing geometry. That's amazing. Are you jumping up and down geometry? Did you hear what I said a minute ago about the 3 crosses? 3 days represented the death of Christ, the resurrection, that he rised in 3 days. You know, 3 crosses, he rised from the dead 3 days later. Did you hear me, buddy? In 3 days, you got your smell back. Praise Jesus, praise Jesus. Woo! Thank you. Dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you, God, for your blessings upon this earth, for the things that you want us to see, God, for the things that happen. You showed me that Carl the other day, and now he's here. God, just give me the words to help him, Lord, to bring him out of whatever he needs, or however I can lead him towards you, Lord. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. I'm telling you, I'm going through my brain right now, just, you don't even know. Like, I'm just like, whoo! I'm on cloud 9. I'm high as a kite, I am. I'm not off of drugs, off of Jesus, because you can get drunk off of the Spirit. It talks about it. My wife said that she seen me going, woo, woo, like I was going to fall over the other day. Well, it was a different experience, but, I mean, what I was doing was something I can't tell you. But I'm just saying, she said she felt like I was going to fall. That my legs felt drunk. That's how I feel. You know? Oh, man, we went back down here. We need a little bit more XP. We need a little more XP. The 16 bucks is going to take a bit. And this is a self-stored XP thing. It's a self-XP thing. So basically, you have to put a little coal in the furnace to get it going. But once it gets it going, you can use its own stuff to burn off of it, you know? Its own message to burn the fire in it. Save you from perdition. Let's see if it's built up. More XP over here. This thing will literally give you 30 XP. Literally give you 30 XP. Literally give you 30 XP in like a minute. It needs to be closer. That's what I've done wrong. This needed to be right here. Okay, that's what I've done wrong. This literally all these chests right here don't need to be there. All these right here need to move. Yeah, that's what I've done wrong. That's why this XP farm ain't working the way it should. Right? I was wondering what was wrong. Who did it wrong? Although I made it wrong, it still worked. Because sometimes, even when we're wrong about how we say things, God finds a way for it to work. For us to do what we need to do at the moment we need to do it. I'm waiting on Carl to show back up. He's probably going to run. He's probably going to run scared. I hope he don't. I hope he comes back and we learn about God together. Because folks, I'm not talking about Jesus and the Bible and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know nothing. Nothing. I've went to church. I've had people preach and me just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. But, man, you've missed quite a bit. You missed quite a bit. Well, we didn't get to say what we was going to say a while ago when geometry showed up. We was going to say, you know what's wild, Mr. Low-Key? Look at it, it's coming back. Go up there and you ought to see what we... Oh, Mr. Low-Key, did you watch that video? Is that what you left and went and watched that video about the Carl thing? Huh? I didn't know you left. Oh, so let's get 44 and then we'll let that build up. We'll go let that build up again. We'll get out of here. It's going to put goosebumps up your spine when you see that. I'm telling you. It's going to put goosebumps up your spine. You did hear about the 3 crosses. You did. says there's monsters nearby. We're going to slay some demons right here. Where they at? Look at him hiding. Look at that evil hiding there. You were eating? Yeah. Yeah, what? Okay. There's a video that I made, Mr. Low-Key. And on that video, I was praying about something. I felt like God wanted me, and it might have been at the house I was praying. It's our little altar here. God, it might have been at the house I was praying. But in the video, I talk about how God wanted me to talk to somebody that his name A.R. or Carl. It was a Carl. That he had something planned for him, and stuff like that. Didn't know what it was, but somebody named Carl was going to watch that video. Look at that. We're getting all the things we need. All the things. Efficiency 5. This is why you need this XP machine, boys. This is why you need Jesus, too. There's something about Carl. And then Carl shows up, and he's like, Anna, look, he left to go check it. To see if I was telling him a flip. And then a dude named Carl shows up today talking about Jesus ain't real or God ain't real and all. But although he had a seed of God in him, or he would have just went with that. And I thought about banning him. And I was going to ban him from the chat, and then something was like, don't ban him. I just felt like I shouldn't ban him. And then after I got to talking with him and stuff, it ended up being that that's who God wanted me to talk to begin with. I'm telling you. Plum wild. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Carl right now is going to check that video yesterday. He's right now going to find out what I was talking about. And that's going to plant a seed in him. Basically what that means is he's going to see that God is real. It might scare him. Right? It might scare him a little bit at first. But he's going to see what he needs to see from whatever he was supposed to. Listen, I don't know how this stuff works. I don't. But I know that this channel is going to be used in a way to help people. To the positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, right? On the Jesus. Infinities on both of them. Impelling 5 multitude. Somebody said riptide. So we're about to get all this. We need a villager. We need to cure a villager. That's weird. That's God, buddy. And that sparked a thought in me, Mr. Low-Key. It's funny that you talk about something that happened to you in your life in Ohio, right? It's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I'm saying it's wild that you found this channel. Right, and when you found it, it sure wasn't what we're talking about now, is it? It wasn't nothing about that, was it? But it's wild how you found it now, and it's ended up being, God and Jesus, demons, all this stuff, Maybe it's something you needed to come across too. Although the game brought you in, it's me that kept you here, right? You appealing to me, hearing me talk. And what I'm talking about now is the farthest thing from your mind it was, I bet. I bet it was like, this dude, what is this dude talking about? This is scary. But God talks of angels, and people are not angels. I used to think that. But people are not angels. Said that when an angel gets near, you'll be feared. Even in the Bible, it talks about when Jesus came to Mary, she wasn't afraid of his sheer size and power. She thought he was crazy because of what he was saying. How is this be? I'm pregnant. That I'm a virgin. How am I pregnant? You have to be with a man to be pregnant, right? But she wasn't with no man. And she questioned his saying, his mind. But most people get the presence of angels and they feel afraid. But God, you have to ask them, or they'll say, ye son, don't be afraid, or ye not be afraid, crying of God, I don't know, but this is weird. Maybe we're all on this boat together and we're going to learn about God together, right? The true God, Not these false gods we seem to look at and all this. I don't know, it's crazy. We love hearing about God, so I love this content. Dude, I'm thinking it's scary. I'm always been one of these people to show me. I don't want to know about some mythological person that didn't live or didn't exist. I want to know the truth. You know, this crazy stuff you always hear about. And I read today a passage in the Bible talking about Zeus being a false god. He's never been on earth. He was just something somebody made up somewhere. But Jesus did walk the earth. That's true. That's facts. In your history books, the thing that teaches you how to, everything, math, all that, you know, tells you that Jesus walked the earth. He was a person born that claimed, and his mother claimed that she was a virgin. And then it talks about, and then when he was born, he did magical things. Like he had power of God in him. He literally was God in the flesh. He would walk around raising people from dead. Could you imagine that? Imagine your mom died. My dad died, right? Your mom died. Your brother. Your dog died. You know, whatever. And you walk over there and somebody walk up to you and they heal them and bring them back from the dead. Not through them, but through God works through them to bring them back to the dead. Imagine it. Try to wrap your brain around something dead is dead. Once it's dead, it can't come back, right? Wrap your brain around it. Or are you being blind or can't see? You know, can't hear. It talks about the deaf and the blind. He walks out. They've been around for 40, 50 years, right? He didn't plant him in that. He's been in there his whole life. 30 years, 20-something years old, 30-something years old. And this dude walks up in Nazareth and then just heals the blind. You walking around deaf and can't see. No wonder his message got across the world. You know? It's baffling. Baffling it is. I mean, I can't wrap my head around it. It's I'm telling you, the devil's in everything, buddy. The devil's in everything. Choices. God give us free will to choose light or dark. We're influenced, baby. Possession is a word it's hard to describe, okay? To be possessed is to be controlled by something else. God wouldn't allow something to control somebody. Influence is strong. When evil gets near, you can feel angry in the presence, right? But it don't mean that person is, means it's somewhere near. What you choose to do when you feel this way is your choice. That is the difference. If you reject it and choose to get rid of it and ask God to take it away, it will. If you ask Him to take something away that you don't want tucked away, it won't go. You know, sometimes, you know, think about Moses in the Bible. God run Moses and his people in a circle in a desert for 40 years. Moses was a serpent of God. Moses was the one that parted the waters, you know, that the sea parted and they walked across and then it killed that army. You know, don't think God is somebody, or don't think that angels ain't like, they're, you know. It's what's called today is some kind of weird, we call it weird because we don't know how to, like, grasp our minds around it. But what's going on in the world today is good and evil. It literally is. One side chooses pro-life. One side, although they claim pro-choice, is literally pro-death. They're not saying about these evil acts a month before anything, baby. I mean, it's just, you have to really get into this. You have to really get into this. Why do you think it's divided? It talks about it in the Bible, about how the world will be so divided, closer to that there'll be a wool over people's eyes, meaning that they won't see what's right in front of them. They'll be blinded. But only God's people. You know that America and Israel is the only two nations on this planet that puts God first. What is America? It is a superpower. Not because it has billions of people. India, China, billions of people. It's because it puts God first. And when it gets away from God, then it gets down like it is right now. When they want materialistic things, think about yourself or anybody. There is a hole burnt in people's hearts, in humans' hearts and men's hearts. It talks about this in the Bible, why it happens. Listen, I don't even know where it says it at. I'm just quoting on a preacher that I've heard in the past. You know, listen, I can't answer that. My wife had a dream last night. There's a difference between a dream and a vision. A dream is when it's in black and white and you just wish things to happen. A vision is when something that you know that it's real, that you can feel it, but it has a veil like that looks like. Listen, maybe I can't answer those questions. That's something you got to kneel down on your hands and knees and ask the good Lord to tell you, because I don't know. But here's the thing. Never, ever, ever pray for a sign from God without you're focused on Christ. I read that today. I don't know why I say that, but I think that some people ask God for signs, right? The devil has power. The devil came from the same race as God, right? It took an army, and it took God and His army to wipe him out, to cast him down. Think about that. So, whenever you pray for a sign from God, you need to really focus on your mind, close your eyes, and focus on Christ. I do the crosses because that reminds me of Christ. On Christ, and then ask Him what He means, and then somehow, some verse, some text, somewhere you'll find out. I'm not a preacher, no prophet, or anything of that sort. You know, maybe in the future that's what God wants me to do. I'm just saying that I've got something in me that wants to tell the world about it. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel foolish. I mean, absolutely foolish. And that word is weird because it talks about it in the Bible. But I get this weird, foolish feeling when I really talk about this stuff. Because it's not about seeing as believing, it's believing as seeing. It couldn't have been God without being a man couldn't, it's just, these things are baffling. They really are, and it takes a lifetime for people to study them to understand. To me, I feel like maybe it was her actually saying she is okay, but it could, But listen, don't think that if you're a good person, it's enough, because it's not. Just because you're a good person does not mean you're going to heaven. Someone cannot say, oh, that guy walked the earth as an angel. He was such a good person. I'll see him in heaven. No, it takes more than that, because being a good person is not enough. It's you submitting your will to God. He gave you life, your soul, whatever, and then you have to give it back to Him. You have to submit to Him. Literally, that word is what it means, is what it is. You have to submit to Him and give your life back to Him. Me and Geometry was talking about Romans chapter 9, verse 10. I believe it was chapter 10, verse 9. Talk to confess with your tongue. It has to be spoken out loud. Listen, people did you know that Catholic, Baptist, Pentecostal, all that is man-made? I didn't say God was man. I said religion is man-made. People put a name on it. Catholic, Baptist, but most of them, the Baptists and all of them, have a version of a Bible. It's called the King James Version. Because back in the 1600s, 1500s or something like that, God spoke to kings and deciphered the Bible, the scrolls and the text. Listen, I can't really answer that because I don't really know. I just know that we all believe that there's a God, or there's a man that was born Jesus. I'm pretty sure Catholics say that too. The difference is man, I'm speaking about things I don't know, right? So I shouldn't speak about things I don't know. I should learn them before I speak of them, because then you can lead your sheep into the pit. So, all I know is if God convicts you when something happens, and you know the wrong, don't do it. Choose not to do it. It'll be like a light switch pops up in your head. Don't do it. Because if you choose to do it, then you're defying God. And if He commands you to do something, He can do it. He can kill you. So you got to be careful. My uncle was killed by Jesus, by God. You're like, how did that happen? He's a preacher. right? I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't there when this was said. My mom didn't say God killed my uncle. She did not say that. She said when I was little, she said that my uncle came to her the day before he died, throwed cigarettes on the table, and said that's going to be the death of him. That God showed him that that was going to kill him. Now, he's a Baptist. Baptists don't talk about prophets, even though the Bible talks about prophets and that God sends people to be prophets. Baptists don't talk about that. They don't talk about demons being cast out. All they know they're real. I don't know why. I don't know if they're afraid of them. I don't know. I don't study that stuff, so I don't know. But I feel like that now that I'm older, I feel like that my uncle got killed by him because God commanded him to do it. And when you're a servant of God, it's different from when you're someone that just sits around and reads the Bible and kind of believes but don't really believe. You have to believe in God as if you look in front of you and see a Pepsi can and you believe that's real so you can pick it up and touch it. You have to believe in him that much before you truly have him. And when you get him, you're going to get stupid. I'm saying sillified. I don't know how stupefied in it. I mean, that's the only way I know how to explain it. My sister seemed crazy. I used to make fun of her. Now, people around me think I'm crazy, right? Because of the things that I feel and talk about. But that's how it does you. When you get it in you, you just can't get it out, and you want to tell the world about it. Now, if you go pray that prayer and you say, "Oh, I'm saved," but you can't get it off your tongue to tell somebody about God, then I doubt you're saved. If you can't rejoice in his name and praise all the time, then I doubt you're saved. I ain't saying I'm saying that you're not saved. I'm saying that from what I've experienced in the past of me claiming to be saved, but wasn't really saved, and couldn't tell people or didn't want to tell people or go back to doing nasty things and thoughts and all that right after that. Like I'd pray that prayer 2 weeks later, I was back in I'd hate to say it, whorehouse, but like doing nasty things, you know. Thinking nasty thoughts. What we think is nasty is not, you know, but I'm telling you, this time it's different. It's so different. I feel sillified. I do. Foolish almost, you know. So you got to really submit to God. You really do. Oh, well, then that was her being a child and God showing her what she needed. A child's mind is of innocence. They don't think the way we do. When all your sins fall upon your parents before you know right from wrong. It talks about it. Yeah, it's probably just God telling her that, hey, your grandma's okay. That she needed to tell her family because somebody in her family was grieving maybe over that didn't know, you know. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. She was all about God. Yeah, it's amazing. All I want to do is just scream his name. I mean, scream as loud as I can. You know, I really do. Carlos ain't came back yet, so I'm betting that scared him. But I'm gonna plant a seed in him that when it's time for God to do what he wants Carlos to do, you never know. Carlos might save somebody's life. He might change and be this great person, warrior for God. You never know. That fights in his battle. I don't know, but that Carlos kid that came in here was probably someone God wanted to show up when he did at the moment that he wanted him to be here. And he told me that somebody's name was Carl that needed him. You know, that'd be wild, ain't it? That's how it works. That's how it works. You will get stupid asking the hows and the whys. For what is impossible for man is possible for God, right? I can't express this enough how silly I would sound to someone in the ways of sin. How stupid I must sound to someone that's blinded, right? Oh, I'm thinking of another Carl right now, just now. Just now. This XP not giving me the XP that I need. Well, it's giving me what I need, but it's not what I want. So maybe that's what God wanted me to intend to say right there. Sometimes God gives us what we need, not what we want. Somebody told me the other day, well, I wish for this. And I was like, why do you wish to have more than what you have? I said, that's just a seed of evil in you, right? Because it don't matter what you have. Really pay attention to the people that have everything. They want more and more and more. Why does a billionaire keep on working for more money and wasting his life in an office when he's a billionaire? Right. It's not being human. It's called, having this evil in your heart. You can't never fulfill it. But when you are with God, it's like you're fulfilled. Because you don't want anything else. You already have what you want. The blessing, man, let me tell you this. I just thought of this the other day. People pray for $1 million and win the lottery, right? If you go to work, who is going to pay you before you do the work? Right? What company? That's like me on YouTube getting a sponsor from YouTube. Why would they sponsor what I put into work, right? So why would God pay your rent? Why would he pay you and you've not done no work for him, right? Think about that. Blessings is what people call when they get a lot of things, right? Some people have a lot of things but have nothing. But others are blessed with a lot, and they know where it came from. So it's basically when you're with God and you're truly with him. There was something I read on there. What I'm trying to say is you got to put in the work before you get paid, guys. You can't just expect, oh, God, heal my mama, she's going to die. She might be suffering, and it might be her time. You never know. Sometimes God heals people. I seen on Men's Health the other day, they were baffled, absolutely baffled by this dude being dead for 45 minutes. And then when they put his toe tag on, took him, slide him in the freezer, he woke up. He had a blood clot that killed him in his heart. He come out of surgery. He was like 30-something years old and said his grandma, it's wild she said about her grandma, because it said that his mother's grandma was telling him that it wasn't his time and that, I don't know all that she said, but it said it wasn't his time and he had a lot more work to do. He's dead. Like, dude was dead. Clinically dead. Now he's on Men's Health. He's all over the place. He was a 23-year-old truck driver that fell over dead with a carotid artery. He was a big old heavy-set man that kept eating too many pizzas. And you don't have to be overweight to have bad cholesterol. I just said it like that, and I shouldn't have said it like that. Because that's just a human in me. There's others there's a thing on the History Channel right now talking about how God had healed them, how they've been dead for a while, been shot dead in the street, how they had some kind of weird experience, how they didn't want to go back. Smite 5, I need that. That's what angels do to evil, they smite them, right? Alright, so what we're going to do is we got to get some bamboo. I think the stream's enough. I've been feeling like the stream's been enough for a while now, ever since the Carlos thing. I feel like the geometry, it came in, Carlos, and I think this stream was for geometry. For him to express to me what God has done in his life, and for somebody to rejoice with him, for thanking God and praising him. And I think it was for, you, Mr. Loki. I don't know who your girlfriend is, but you. Maybe it's to plant a seed in you to grow, right? To grow into wherever you're at, You can't fear this COVID thing. That don't mean be stupid, run out here and give it to your grandma and papa and all them die and stuff like that. I said, but don't be fearful of what happens in the world. Literally give your life to Jesus. And all the things will be revealed to you that need to be done. Now, that being said, you might be living in sin. And you might not want to give up those sinful things. But the only way God's going to bless you is if you listen to him. You got to get over the things you want, but listen to the things that need to be done. And the only way you're going to do that is if you get in church somewhere. And you got to pay attention. Don't go to a church, just any old church, because then you'll have some shepherd do you like them wolves did out on this game. You'll have a shepherd lead you into the den of, so you really need to, ask him sincerely, truthfully. And although it may not be what you want to hear, it'll be what you need in order to get yourself in to do the right thing. That's you and her both. You and her both. Buddy, that's what God does, right? That's what God does, man. I mean, geometry, Although you're young and you don't know 100%, you just like the rest of us. You're trying to figure it out, man. Look, it was geometry, Carl. Yeah, those things happen, Mr. Low-Key, because they're in the way of sin. The families that lost the young'un, the people that took them, all those things. If you live, it talks about in the Bible all the time that your children, God will punish you if you get out of the way of Him. Mr. Loki, if you look at the world, what you just posted on there was that Amber Alert thing, right? Think of that. The whole world is covered in that. But if you get in a place in a church that, and I ain't talking about, there's still demons sitting in the pulpits too. That happens. It's just life. There's evil people that always go to church. God tries to bring them to church to get rid of the evil. But sometimes they just choose not to let it go. But if you look at all these people that are not serving God, they're all in despair. Every one of them. The Kardashians, I ain't going to say that. I don't know why I said that. This is crazy, right? Lord forgive me. All these people that's rich on TV, and all these people that that have money, they might have a lot, but they live in sin. They're going to be in despair. If you live for God and you choose the right choices that He puts in front of you, you will be nothing but rejoiceful. You'll be happy, and you will be without sin. You'll go through battles. I was going down the road and I could have swore I closed my eyes and I seen this car. I was sitting in this car. It looked like a Corvette or something. I don't know what it was. It's like a little square. Rearview mirror was like kind of square. It was like real thin and square. And I could see in the rearview mirror a storm behind me. And in the front of me there was a storm on the right. But over to the left there was a light. And I turned to the left as fast as I could towards that light. When you get Jesus, you find out what that storm is. It's going to happen, but only when you truly convert over to Him is whenever you'll be out of that storm. But as long as He's with you, He'll make a way through. All right, love you guys. I'm going to upload some videos. Forgive me if I don't stream every day. In order for the channel to grow, it needs to have watch time on the video. So if you see a video, even if it don't appeal to you, if you just kind of click on it, set it in the background, maybe somebody needs to see it. Maybe it's like you, Geometry, Carl. Carl, if you're watching this, buddy, don't be afraid. Repent. I do every day. Love you. But yeah, click on the video. And if you can help us out, help us out. Click on the video and just let it play in the background, because the algorithm is, for every one person that watches it for 15 minutes, it goes and somebody else is recommended for another 15 minutes. SPL, I know you're watching. I'm going to try to get in a game with you after a while. I told Mr. Low-Key I'd play Fortnite with him, but I think I need to play with SPL and talk to him today. We will get into Fortnite, Mr. Low-Key. We will. And I understand what you're talking about, the YouTube community and all that, and the community is so negative on it. Fortnite brings negativity to people. I don't know why. I don't know. The game is not a negative game. Competitive does bring out evil in people. It does, because people want what other people have. They want to do what other people want to do. But the truth is, if you just do what God wants you to do and have fun, you won't be negative. That's like, and it brought it out in me. That's why I don't play it. I like it. I do. I want to just listen to me screaming S on people all the time, right? I don't, yeah, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But this game right here, I don't think anybody gets negative about it. When I fell off in the fire, over in oh yeah, I'll show you that on another video. Just watch the video because I could talk all day. All right, love you guys. God bless you. Put God first in everything. When you catch yourself sitting around going praise Jesus in your mind, you know that you're on the right path. You know, just